The topic is about sublimation of desires. It's a very big topic. It's an important topic. You need to understand what is sublimation. Sublimation is a process of redirecting the energy that going down, the physical energy of desire, towards creative and spiritual goal. So transformation of the energy. So in the context of sexual energy, which is quite an important energy, desire, sublimation involves channeling the energy into other areas, like work or spirituality. So it requires a conscious effort to redirect the energy rather than suppressing or denying it. Okay? So a list of a few things to do. One is transmutation of energy. I mean, using that energy to create something productive, like art or writing. Number two, pranayama. Pranayama is the practice of controlling a prana, balancing it and channeling it upwards. Very helpful to channel sexual energy. Number three, all the Hatha Yoga techniques like asana, mudra, bandha of classical Hatha Yoga. Okay? Mudras are seal of energy, bandhas are locked energy. It helps to awaken and channel the dormant spiritual energy in the body. Number four, meditation. Meditation allows you to focus the mind on the divine and let go of physical desires. Number five, brahmacharya is a life of a celibate, realizing Brahman. Brahman means absolute. I mean, dedication of your life toward the realization of the absolute. It's not just celibacy, but also the whole activity of the life goes toward higher spiritual goal. And you need to have a sattvic, healthy yoga lifestyle, which is proper diet, regular exercise, adequate sleep, to keep your mental and spiritual energy in balance. Otherwise, if you live a life that is not balanced, then the energy go downward and all kinds of desires attack you. Activities, physical activity is helpful, like sports. Exercise help to channel the energy as well. So desire is a very important topic because it's the root of the mind. Why the mind is active, why the mind is restless, is all due to desire. So we are motivated by desire, and we're born out of desire, we're born out of karma, and karma is desire. It is the karma that keeps us trapped in that wheel of birth and death, in the ocean of samsara. So if you want to be free from karma, you need to go to the root cause, which is the root cause of desire. Bhagavad Gita said that desire comes from spiritual ignorance, from not understanding our true nature as Satchidananda, not knowing that we are already perfect bliss, perfect knowledge, perfect contentment. So then we keep projecting different ideas and we run after that. So desire is a vasana, is a mental modification of the mind. Okay? Our life is nothing else but desire. But we need to understand the nature of desire. Number one, we need to know that desire blinds. The nature of desire is to blind us. Like the story of a woman seeking for her needle that she dropped in the house, but she seek it outside. And people will ask her, where did you drop the needle? She said, inside. So why you look for it outside? She said, because outside there is light. Inside is too dark. So we drop our happiness from within. But we go out in the outside in the sensual life and we look for it externally, but we never find. Okay, so that the nature of desire is to blind us. The nature of desire is to rob you from your freedom. So that's the story of the monkey that put a hand in the cookie jar to grab some cookies, but then he cannot pull his hand away from the cookie jar. So then the only thing he can do is to drop the cookies, but he doesn't want to drop the cookies. He just hold on to the cookie and run around and go crazy. So the same. We grasp onto our desire and we don't want to let go. And we are tortured by them, but we don't want to let go. Ultimately, we have to let go to find peace. Also, desire is illusory, and the nature of an illusion. It's like a person walking in desert and see water 15 minutes away. He's standing under the shade, so he go 15 more minutes, water is still 15 minutes away, shade 30 minutes back, and he go 15 more minutes, and water is 15 minutes away, shade is 45 minutes back. So we all the time running after our desire because it creates the illusion like the mirage in the desert. Yeah. But you stand still and you look within. Yeah. Under that shade is water. So all literature, all teaching say the same thing. But the idea is we would have to how to apply, understand it, and how to apply it. The very famous story of the king called Yayati, he is granted the boon of immortality, but then he wanted to be young so that can enjoy all the sexual pleasure and everything. So then he go and ask his son, his 5 sons, who can exchange life for him. And then one of the sons accept. His name is Puru, sorry. And then he accept to exchange life for the old father. So old father have a young body again, enjoy his life, have many wives and many women, and he's pursue a life of indolence and materialistic desire. But then he's not happy. He's still not happy. He's insatiable. There's nothing making him happy. And anyway, the story was his wife. He has a very good wife, and then she caught him with another woman. She's very sad, and she told him, that he's foolish to think that he can satisfy desire. So he woke up, and then he decided to return the youth to the son, and then as apology to the wife, he really realized, the impossibility to be happy by satisfying desire. So these are all the famous story. And another famous story is the boy Nachiketa go to Yama, Lord of Death. And Lord Yama tried to tempt him with all kinds of worldly things. And the boy said no, the boy said no, the boy said no. Because he has discrimination. Okay? So he understands that nothing of this world can make him happy. So in general, we have 4 kinds of desire. Two desire are more sattvic and 2 are more rajasic, tamasic. One is called the desire for wealth. And we want to be wealthy. Second, a desire for enjoyment. So most of us are into these 2 desire. And then the third desire for dharma, to do the right thing. And the fourth desire for moksha, or liberation. It's good to have these 2 kinds of desire, dharma and moksha. Okay? So in the teaching of yoga, everything, techniques, method, teaching is all based on that idea, how to help you to control desire. So the 2 yamas and niyamas in the 8 limbs Raja Yoga, no non-violence, truthfulness, contentment, all this are to control actually the desire. And all the niyamas, how to develop contentment, how to study scripture so you have good impression in the mind, how to surrender to God's will, and how to be purifying. All these are to control desire. Okay? In Jnana Yoga, you learn dispassion and you learn renunciation of worldly desire. In Jnana Yoga. In Raja Yoga, you learn to sublimate emotion and to control the mind. In Bhakti Yoga, you learn to sublimate emotion and relationships. And in Karma Yoga, you sublimate your action. Okay, so all this is to control desire. In Jnana Yoga, it is said, you cannot be qualified to find the truth if you don't control desire. And something with sama means tranquility. Dhamma means control of senses. Uparati, renouncing, turning inward. Titiksha, endurance. Shraddha, faith and trusting on the path. And one-pointedness of mind. So all these are qualifications of the mind in order for you to see the truth about yourself. The main teaching is about pratyahara. Pratyahara means control of the senses. Okay? So it's a practice that is not very well known. Yeah, we know asana, we know pranayama. So we talk about one important practice called pratyahara in the 8 limbs yoga. Is a fifth practice. It's called withdrawing of the senses. But Dr. David Frawley, he talked about sublimation of the senses, and I found it's very nice because it's easier for people to practice. Withdraw the senses is more difficult, but sublimation of senses is easier. The senses play a very important part in the spiritual path. Okay? So we need to purify the senses. So I name here some of the 14 practices of transformation of the senses. Okay? So then it would, because from that, if you can practice this, then you see that your senses are not going to go too crazy and pull you outward and make your mind restless. So the number 1 practice is a practice of visualizing and seeing the god and goddesses around us. It's called a practice of classical Tantra Yoga, is to see everything around us as divine. Okay? It's a practice of sacred worship. We worship God and goddesses as we see around us. We worship God and goddesses in nature. We see the Shakti or the divine power everywhere, in everything, in nature. So you can see in the trees, in the flowers, in the sky, in the clouds, in the wind. Normally our senses are pulling us outward. So then the senses become a negative thing because it makes us do wrong thing. But if you be able to switch to see the divine in nature, then we remember the divine presence, we experience the divine presence, and it will lift us and shift us up. Okay, so how to do it? We have in are you translating?
Yeah, Shiva coming back. I already set her back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the second practice is the puja practice. Puja practice is celebrating, visualizing, and offering different items, 16 items to the divine. So when you go through a period of time like this, it takes maybe 1 hour or so, then you shift your energy completely. And you see the presence of God, like right away. Okay? So you treat God coming to your home, it's like your heart, like a divine presence. We meditate on that deity, we invite the deity, we give the seat to the deity, we wash the feet of the deity, we're offering the water to rinse the hands and mouth, we offer water to drink, we bathe the deity, we dress the deity, we offer all kinds of nice decoration, nice powder, sandalwood paste, offer flowers with chanting of mantra. We spread the incense smoke. We wave the lamp. We offer food. Yeah. We offer namaskara, means prostration, and so on. So the whole ceremony engage our senses and our feeling and our emotion, and that will lift us up. That's called the practice of puja. Another practice that is very powerful, the practice of Agnihotra, or the practice of fire ceremony, a homa, the Vedic fire's offering. You do it at sunrise or sunset. You have all kinds of items. Sometimes you can have a lot of items, oil lamp, food, all different kind, yantra, painting, picture, more elaborate than even the puja, divine smell, different object that you burn into the fire, it becomes a sacred fire. Again, it has a capacity to engage our mind for 2 hours or so, and we feel very uplifted. The fourth kind of practice is practice to see sacredness in nature. So you do forest bathing, Shinrin Yoku in Japanese. So you go to the forest and you walk and you observe everything, the leaves that fall, the smell, the grass, the trees, the animals, the birds, the sky, the rivers. You're in tune with nature, so you enjoy nature, and that is also uplifting us. The fifth kind of practice is the practice of pilgrimage. So when you go on pilgrimage, you go to temple, you go to sacred area where a saint, a sage, a master have stayed. And then, so you still move around, still use your senses, but you see beautiful temples, pagoda, churches, sacred places. You drink from sacred water, sacred air, look at sacred mountain. So that also is lifting us up. The sixth kind of practice is going to spiritual festival. Yeah, in America not so much, but in India, a lot of spiritual festivals. So all kinds of upcoming now we have in August you have Ganesha Chaturthi, which is the birthday of Sri Ganesha, and then you have the birthday of Sri Krishna, which is a very big Krishna Janmashtami celebration. So this spiritual festival, you can make it very complicated, nice music, nice dance, nice decoration, and so storytelling, theater. So these are also helpful to lift your mind up. The number 7 is simply gardening. Right? So gardening makes you use your senses, you see different plants, you smell the earth, and you nourish the plants. So that would help you to sublimate your senses as well. The meditation on nature. You can meditate on the clouds, meditate on the ocean waves. You can meditate on the wind. You keep an eye open, but you meditate. Okay? So that is a form also of contemplation or sublimation of senses. Another one is you look at the sky, boundless space. You try to expand your mind, so that your mind is not so pulled down by the objects of material life all the time. So the sound and the light you can experience from within yourself. You can practice also the yoga nidra, yogic sleep, as a way to put your mind in a certain state of deep relaxation and preparing for meditation. And you can practice deep sleep, as a practice. Use mantra to facilitate deep sleep. And you have in Ayurveda, you have the herbal oil massage. Use your senses with the oil massage, and yet it brings your mind to a certain state of relaxation and of prana moving. And you can drink different kind of helpful drink, like herbal tea, warm milk with turmeric, green tea, nervine tea. All this, do it with consciousness. So it will help also to lift your mind using the senses. And the most important one we put at the end is Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is to sublimate our desires, because it's action. So you have to do all kinds of action using our senses, but you do it with the intention to uplift others, help others. So that will help you as well. Okay? So these are pratyahara, the different practices that will help to shift your energy. And the practice of brahmacharya per se, is you need to understand well. It's not just only repressing, but it's transforming the energy into Ojas Shakti. Ojas is a power and a sustenance of life. It gives you contentment. So you have to study a little bit about Ojas. Tejas is the fire in the mind that help you to understand. Prana is in the mind that help you to move. But Ojas help you to be content. Okay? And it help you to be persevering so you don't burn out. You enjoy life out of the power of Ojas. So please read the book from Swami Sivananda called The Practice of Brahmacharya. Very powerful book. It's a path of self-control, of controlling the instinctive urge. Okay, good for man and woman and can be practiced at all times. So you need to be aware of samskara. Samskara means the deep impression in the mind. Okay, very powerful. So there's two types of people that can practice brahmacharya. The people, the householders people, and the people that are renunciate. Okay, so the people that are renunciate, they are practicing much more strict brahmacharya. They have to control the place of living. They don't go and live anywhere, wherever they want. They don't live usually in householders' life. Swami Sivananda said you should not he said you should not live by yourself. Swami Sivananda, he said you should not live by yourself. You should not live with friends. You should not live with acquaintance. And you should not live with relatives or people that are brahmachari. Basically, you live in company of spiritual company, people that have the same aspiration, and you should not go and live anywhere in the middle of the city, next to movie theater, next to bar and clubs. Non-sattvic environment you should avoid. Live in ashram, centers, retreats is good. And you need to keep good company, people that are high, that have high spirit. Try to avoid fashion, things that are sexual by nature, movie, media. You need to practice spiritual sadhana, okay, because it shifts the energy around. And cut the formality of social life. So less social life. Live simple. Don't go and meet people and drink and, talking all kinds of things. So live a devotional life. Study sacred scripture. Do daily devotional practice. Do service to Guru. Abstain from company of boys and girls, members of opposite sex. And go to sleep early. Do not overeat. Do tapas, austerity. Practice purity, practice good conduct, cultivate pure heart, pure knowledge, respect teachers of wisdom, cultivate humility, do Hatha Yoga practice, pranayama, mula bandha, kriya, mudra, practice 9 modes of bhakti, practice yamas and niyamas, practice vichara, self-inquiry. So you can see the whole range of yoga practices to control the senses. For householder, you need to spiritualize your relationships. Both partners need to engage in daily meditation, japa, and spiritual practices. You need to develop pure love and not lust. Live a life of spiritual partnership, supporting each other on the path. Think of God and the Devi and the goddess to spiritualize your relationship. Consider your wife as a sister, a goddess, or your own Atman. you need to know that continence is not harmful. This is Swami Sivananda. It conserves your energy, gives you immense strength and peace. It is sublimation and spiritualization of sexual energy, and offering it in humble dedication to the service of God. Okay, so do karma yoga when you practice brahmacharya. You have more energy to do karma yoga, to do service to others. Beware of social environment that is intoxicating, and for married people, try to be close to each other, have emotional intimacy, so share thoughts, feelings, create bond between partners, help to sublimate sexual energy into emotional connection. Cultivating shared interest, share hobbies, serving others. The couple can engage in service to others, building strong communication skill. So encourage empathy, understanding, compromise. Okay, so you use this energy for deeper connection and spiritual growth instead of using it for just enjoyment. So you can see it's a big topic, but you need to meditate on the difficulty of not sublimation. If you don't sublimate the energy, it's not the energy will disappear. Yeah, it'll be there. It'll make you restless. It'll make you unhappy. It'll make you running around looking for happiness externally. So we need to work with it. It's better that consciously we work with it. Yeah, we do sense therapy. So you know that earth is connected to the smell. Yeah? Taste is connected to water. Sight is connected to fire. Touch is connected to air. Hearing is connected to ether. So earth gives you the sense of groundedness, solidity, stability. That's earth. Water gives you the sense of flow, of fluidity, of flexibility. Fire will create heat and digestion, transformation of the hormones, clarity, decisiveness. Air will give you the idea of movement, circulation, coordination, nervous system. Ether gives you the sense of space of the body. You feel the body. So you can be aware of these senses around you by the 5 senses and what energy it brings. And then you also be aware of how you use the organs of action. Okay, the anus is relating to the elimination. The reproductive organs related to water. Anus is related to earth. Feet are related to fire. Hands related to air. Tongue and speech are related to ether. So you can see then the misuse of the senses that damage your prana and damage your health. So you can turn it around into sensual therapy. If you have, for example, you misuse the earth element by eating bad food, misuse of earth, misuse of smell, food and elimination. You misuse of water, you eat only fast food, drinking artificial water, soda, not attending to your emotional needs. You have negative emotional imprint. So you need to drink water, bathe and shower with herbal water, adding ghee to your diet to help your brain. Self-care with oil massage. So you need to turn it around. Misuse of fire, by addiction to the phone and the screen. Overwork. You can do color therapy by having all the beautiful color around, decorating the deities around you. Have eye contact with other people, do eye exercise, take walk, in forms of hands. Misuse will be shopping, self-injecting drugs, self-cutting, smoking. Misuse of the hands. So you need to do self-massage, hugs, and use mala beads, turning the mala around to repeat mantra. Misuse of ether, in the hearing sense. So you hear all kinds of abuse, all kinds of gossip, negative talk, character assassination, negativity about other people. So you need to switch it around, listening to sounds of nature, music, mantra, positive affirmation, sharing with others in a safe manner, in group circle. So all this activity that you think is not so relevant, but in fact, all of them adding together would change your nature of your desire, change the nature of your energy, and make you live a contented and happy life. Okay? So more or less. Any question here? Basically, the yoga lifestyle, daily asana, pranayama, meditation, living in nature, eating right kind of food, right kind of exercise, all these are helping you to turn the energy around. So you can be free from desire, free from restlessness of the mind. Okay, so now I'm open to some question. It's an important topic. People are not used to talk about this, but important to think about this. If you want a sattvic life, okay. So no question, we can finish. You can write later to Priya Chaitanya if you have question. Om